leadership began in 1975, and I feel necessary to give a short history because there's such a stark difference between the Nation of Islam and as Muslims practice all around the world. My father actually sent me to Montessori schools up until the time his father passed, and when he was in leadership, and so I always had an Islamic curriculum in school, and the nature of our religion is, the vision is one humanity, one community, one ummah. And the U.S. Council, I'm very proud to be a part of it, and I'm excited about it, mainly because this reflects the life that I was raised in, that Muslims and many American citizens know us as being an organization that is grassroots and that cared about the communities. There was a lot of like a satire surrounding the Nation of Islam movement, but we're known for taking care of the community and being active and being independent in business and unity, and now we have such a broader and a greater vision, and Islam has always been the foundation of this personality that we've had, and I feel like this is a new birth for us as a community to join the family of Muslims as U.S. citizens. My father, you can note that Imam Wahid Muhammad also pioneered many of the interfaith movements and a lot of reform in religion overall. This was something that he wanted, and me having the responsibility of continuing his ministry is something that we have as a goal, and I think we've come quite far. We didn't just start this fly by night. We didn't just get on the phone and call each other. We've been working, been more meetings than I've ever attended in my life over the past 4 years. Shura Bainahum, democratic process, mutual consultation is the order of this council. There's no one leader. We're all leaders, and it reflects the true life of Islam, and I think it's really a historic moment for us, and I'm in full support of it. Thank
you. Next we'll hear from Khalil Meek. He's the Executive Director of the Muslim Legal Fund of America.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. Assalamu alaikum. I am Khalil Meek, K-H-A-L-I-L, last name Meek, M-E-E-K. I'm the current executive director and one of the founders of the Muslim Legal Fund of America. Today I'm honored to be here as part of a historic milestone for the Muslim community. God willing, this formation of this council will help to serve the American Muslim community to increase its contribution to our society, to share in our ideas, our values and principles, to participate more effectively in our nation's political dialogue, and to have a positive impact on the issues facing society. The Muslim community is one of the most diverse communities, if not the most diverse religious community in America. And we have a vast amount of resources and education and principles and values that we want to share with this great country. We want to contribute, and we hope this platform is the beginning of that opportunity to better serve and to unite our voice for the benefit of all. Thank you.
Next we'll hear from Imam Mahdi Bray. He is the National Director of the American Muslim Alliance.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, on behalf of the American Muslim Alliance, AMA, I'm happy to be here. Very, very happy to be here to see this, what I would call historical evolution of more development of the Muslim community in America.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Malik Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim ghayril maghdubi alaihim waladdallin. Ameen. The English translation of that is as follows. In the name of Allah, most merciful and compassionate, all praises be to Allah, Lord of the worlds, most merciful and compassionate, Lord of the day of reckoning. You alone we worship, and you alone we seek help. Guide us straight way, the way of those you have blessed, not of those upon whom is wrath, or those who are lost. So that was the opening chapter of the Holy Quran. That's the Muslim holy book, or the holy book of the Islamic world. And that was the opening chapter entitled Fatiha, which means one, which is significant of monotheism, which is the religion based on one God. I am Hassan Rashid, and I welcome you to another edition of the history, community life, diversity of Muslim Americans in New England. It's always excellent being here with you, and it's such a great achievement for us to come together like we do each week. So with that, I greet you with the ancient Arabic cordial of peace, and that is Assalamu alaikum. Okay, that opening video was provided by this new organization, umbrella group of Muslim American organizations that have united into one platform. Okay, so we're gonna get back to that, and we're gonna share more information about this great achievement. It's such a great achievement when the Islamic world comes together under one umbrella, or like it should be, one ummah. Okay, so we're gonna hear more about that collaboration of Muslim organizations, not only today but in the weeks to come at History, Community Life, and Diversity of Muslim Americans. Once again, I am Hassan Rashid, and this is about the second week of spring, the what do you call it, the vernal equinox. Okay, what's happening here around CCTV before we get into the main substance of our broadcast here? It's we're going to talk about CCTV's PSA Day. That's coming up. That's the CCTV's PSA Day. Every year that invite the nonprofit organizations to come out and record a PSA, and that event is entitled PSA Day. Each year, CCTV makes its studios and crew available to record 30-second public service announcements for Cambridge nonprofit and city agencies. This year, PSA Day will be held on Wednesday, April 30th, and Thursday, May 1st. So PSAs will be shown on CCTV's 3 community cable channels, 8, 9, and 96, and you'll receive a digital file to use as you wish. Information sessions to help you prepare will be held at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. on Thursday, April 17th. Don't forget that date. Now that's 10 a.m. 4 p.m. on Thursday, April 17th. PSA Day participants are strongly encouraged to attend a session. To register, please call Susan Fleshman. That's 617-401-4004. That's Susan Fleshman, 617-401-4004, or Susan at CCTV. Cambridge.org. Okay, half-hour slots to record your 30-second PSAs are available from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The cost is $50 for CCTV's organizational members and city agencies, $75 for others. So that's CCTV's PSA Day. So if you like more information, additional information on this, you can call 617-661-6900, or check out the CCTV's website. That's cctvcambridge.org, or you can email for more information. That's info@cctvcambridge.org, and get your PSAs ran on one of our 3 channels. That's 8, 9, and 96. Okay, we got a lot of classes coming up. I'm going to just give you a brief rundown of some of the classes. I guess the titles and the dates. So if you see anything, if you hear anything that you think you're interested in, then you're advised to contact us and get registration underway. Okay, that's educational workshops, coming of age narratives, film, Okay, that's a Tuesday, April 15th to 9 p.m. Image layout with HTML. That's Wednesday, April 16th, 6 to 9 p.m. Video portfolio websites. That's 2 Thursdays, April 24th and May 1st, 6 to 9 p.m. Building websites with Wix. That's Wednesday, April 30th, 6 to 9 p.m. Women in Journalism. Thursday, May 8th, 6 to 9 p.m. Kickstarter and crowdfunding strategy. That's Monday, May 19th. So that's just a rundown of some of the courses, and there's much more. So if you like additional information, want to make a query on some of the things that are being offered here this month of April, you can call. That's 617-661-INQUIRE at 661-6900, or check out the website cctvcambridge.org, info at cctcambridge.org, or you can come on in and pay us a visit in person and inquire about some of these upcoming classes and workshops, etc., etc. Okay, we're at 438 Massachusetts Avenue, Cambridge, Massachusetts. Okay, our own Dr. John Lackimuzi is up to it again. He's his Christian Faith Ministries for All Nations, presenting their Revelation of Grace Conference, a continuation of it. Okay, and this time it's going to be on a Saturday, April 26, 2014. And the title of this event is as follows: The Right Thinking Leads to Success. That's The Right Thinking Leads to Success. Bring a friend and join us as we hear what God's Word says about this important topic. That's The Right Thinking Leads to Success. 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., second floor, 628 Somerville Avenue, Somerville, Massachusetts, 02143. And that's a new location. Free interest in light meals. That's Dr. John Lackimuzi, CCTV's own Dr. John Lackimuzi, inspirational speaker, host, and teacher. So, and his special guest will be Miss Helen Nuwagaba. Okay, I hope I pronounced that right. That's Miss Helen Nuwagaba. Musical guest administering a mini concert. That's Christian Faith Ministries for All Nations Networking and Grace Conference is held every other last Saturday of the month. Surprise speakers and musical guests from all over the globe. Session includes praises and worship, testimonies, dance, and teachings from God's Word. That's Dr. John Lackimuzi, inspirational speaker, host, and teacher. And you can reach him for more additional information at 206-775885. That's 206-777-5885. Or you can email Lackimuzi, that's LUKYAMUZI at AOL.com. Or you can check him out on YouTube. That's YouTube.com/Dr. John Lackimuzi, okay? And Christian Faith Ministries at www.cfmfan.org, okay? That's a Facebook at .com/CFMFORALLNATION. That's The Right Thinking Leads to Success. Okay, Revelation Grace Conference, Saturday, April 26th, and I'm quite sure you'll be hearing more about that right here at the CCTV on BeLive. Okay, the Harvard Kennedy School Belfer Center, which houses the Middle East Initiative. It says there's a series of seminars and etc. Yeah, there's a series of seminars. So you missed it. There was one that they held today. It was a policy making in Lebanon, setting the agenda for the future. But that starts at 4 and it ends at 5:30. So they're halfway through that. That's just about over with. You're gonna miss that, but don't fret. On the Monday, April 7th, 4 to 5:30 p.m. They're sponsoring or featuring Susan Akram, Director of International Human Rights Clinical Program, Boston University School of Law, will discuss her research on legal issues that are creating barriers to relief and protection for refugees fleeing Syria. Boston University graduate student Aaron Lang, Sarah Bindiger, and Daniel Hitz will join Professor Akram with the country-specific presentation of Egypt, Turkey, Jordan, Lebanon, respectively. That's a location, Allison Dining Room, Tubman Building, 5th floor, Harvard Kennedy School. That's Susan Akram, Director of International Human Rights Clinical, Boston, and she'll be there on April 7th to 4 to 5:30 p.m. Wednesday, April 9th, a seminar with the Soli Özel, Professor of International Relations, Kader Has University, Istanbul, Turkey, and Chairman of Turkish Industrialists and Businessmen Association. This event is part of the 2013-2014 study group series on Muslims and Democratic Politics, a comparative and interdisciplinary inquiry co-sponsored by the Center for European Studies at Harvard University and a graduate workshop, Islam and the West. Location, Center for European Studies, Goldman Room, 27 Kirkland Street, Cambridge, Massachusetts, okay? And on April 25th, from 4 to 6 p.m., a conversation with Ambassador Nabila El Mula, permanent representative of the state of Kuwait to the United Nations, and Professor Nicholas Burns, professor of the practice of diplomacy and international affairs, Harvard Kennedy School, about Iran's nuclear program and the economic political relations between Kuwait, the Gulf Cooperative Council countries, and the European Union, located Allison Dining Room, Tubman Building, 5th floor, Harvard Kennedy School. Always remind you that when you tune into this broadcast, you should always have whatever you have handy, whatever you use to record information, whether it's a screen, pencil, paper, or whatever. You have it ready, because we sure have a lot of information and data to share with you, okay? The Arab world, after the spring, before the storm, Thursday, April 17th, 4 to 5:30 p.m., Muhammad El Issi, Kuwait Foundation visiting scholar, Middle East Initiative, Harvard University School, will discuss public opinion in the Arab world 3 years after the spring. In the short-term, polarization is a key challenge threatening the very basic fabric of Arab society. However, little is known about the issues that Arab societies are polarized about, and the axes along with the fault lines are drawn. These questions will be addressed using recent public opinion data from the region. He will also discuss the short and long-term challenges facing the region. That's a location, once again, Allison Dining Room, Tubman Building, 5th floor, Harvard University. Okay, historical reconciliation and the Israeli-Palestinian peace process. That's on Tuesday, April 22nd, 4 to 5:30 p.m. And there is Leila Farshi, Associate Professor of Political Science, University of Massachusetts, and she'll be presenting there. On Wednesday, April 23rd, 6 to 7:30 p.m., Humanitarian Diplomacy at the Crossroads on the Road of Independence and Neutral Relief Action in Syria and Middle East. That's Wednesday, April 23rd, 6 to 7:30 p.m., location Weiner Auditorium, ground floor, Tubman Building, Harvard Kennedy School. So there's also on April 29th, 4 to 5:30 p.m., Lebanon and Syrian quagmire, fault lines, resilience, and possible futures. That's a Tuesday, April 29th, 4 to 5:30 p.m., and they'll be featuring Youssef Chaitani, First Economic Affairs Officer, United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Western Asia, and Isaac Dewan, lecturer, Harvard School, will discuss the effects of ongoing Syrian crisis on Lebanon. Now, where? That's the Well Tower Hall, ground floor, Bell 4 building, Harvard University. Okay, happening right now, there's the 8th annual Boston Muslim Festival, a Muslim Film Festival. That's the 8th annual Boston Muslim Film Festival. The American Islamic Congress is hosting its 8th annual Boston Muslim Film Festival from March 25th to April 11th. The festival provides a fresh perspective into the complexity of Muslim communities. So Wednesday, April 7th, as today, at 6 until 8:30 p.m., they'll be featuring a film entitled These Birds Walk, okay? In Karachi, Pakistan, a runaway boy life hangs on one critical question: where's home, the streets and orphanage, or with the family he fled in the first place? Simultaneously heart-wrenching and life-affirming These Birds Walk documents the struggle of these wayward street children and the Samaritan, looking out for them in this ethereal and inspirational story of resilience. That's where it's a Lowell House, Harvard University, 10 Holyoke Place, Cambridge, and that's tonight, this evening, 6 to 8:30 p.m. These Birds Walk. So if you like additional information, you can contact AIC thesebirdswalk.eventbrite.com, or you can call 617-266-0080. That's a 617-266-0080. Or you can email boston@aiccongress.org. That's aicongress.org. So the cost is free. That's the Lowell House, Harvard University, 6 to 8:30 p.m. And you can get on this film, which is one in the series of the 8th Annual Boston Muslim Film Festival. That's taking place tonight at the Harvard University, Lowell House, Harvard University, 10 Holyoke Place, Cambridge. Okay, that's These Birds Walk once again. Okay, and the April 5th. April 5th. We're gonna. That's a different. But there's and the another film in the series is entitled Wajda. Okay, that's Wajda. Wajda, the first featured film shot entirely in Kingdom Saudi Arabia, where cinemas are not permitted. Directed by that country's first woman filmmaker, University of Sydney graduate Haifa El Mansour. The story follows a 10-year-old girl who wants nothing more than to own a bicycle. The film screening will be followed by a discussion with Dr. Nada Farhat and Fatima Al-Bani. That's a film entitled Wajda. It's a location, Suffolk University Library, Poetry Room, 73 Tremont Street, Boston. And when? That's April 3rd. That's tomorrow. And it's from 1 to 3 p.m. So other films in that series, April 7th, Back to Bosnia. And that's it's going to be at the AIC, Boston Center, 39 Newbury Street, Suite 702. And April 8th, another film in that series is titled The Square. Okay, April 9th, the Wajima and Afghani Love Story. And okay, that's there's another. Those films are in a series of the Boston 8th Annual Boston Film Festival. And if you like additional information, you can call 617-266-0080 and inquire about the 8th Annual Boston Film Festival, which will be running all the way until April 9th. Okay, so you got a time to check out more films in that series. Okay. One more thing, I'd like to remind you that the 4th Annual Harvard Muslim Alumni Dinner is still on, so you still got time to register for that if you'd like to attend the 4th Annual Harvard Muslim Dinner. Okay, we're going to try to get back to that video that we opened the program with. Okay, but once again, if you like more information, you check out the Harvard Muslim Alumni website, and that's www.harvardmuslimalumni.org. That's their 4th Annual Harvard Muslim Alumni Reunion Dinner, Saturday. That's Saturday, April 19, 2014, at the Westerstein Hall, brand new Westerstein Hall, Harvard Law School. So you get on out there and check that out. Okay, one more thing. Iman Suhab Webb. Okay, some of you might know who Iman Suhab Webb. He's the director of the Ella Collins Institute. That's of the Islamic Society of Boston Cultural Center. And Ella Collins, by the way, is the auntie of the late and great Malik Shabazz, Malcolm X, and that Iman Suhab is the Iman out there at the Ella Collins Institute. Well, anyway, he'll be in Worcester on Saturday, April 12th. And that's with the a program entitled El Monfarij, The Reliever. Okay, it's April 12th, 10:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Islamic Society of Greater Worcester, 57 Law Street, Worcester, Massachusetts. So if you like more information about that, okay, you're gonna have to get on out there that one, or you can email Iman Shuab at info@ellacollinsinstitute.org. That's Iman Shuab Web info at ellacollinsinstitute.org. We don't have every time. We don't have time to do everything that we would like to do. But one more thing. The Mosque Cares Ministry, Imam W.D. Muhammad, is coming up with the 25th Annual Muslim Convention, which is going to be in August 29th to 31st. So there's still a lot of time for that. And I know you're going to be hearing much more about that all throughout the spring, rest of the spring, and the rest of the summer. I'm Hassan Rashid. It's always excellent being with you, and it's such a great achievement to do what we do here weekly at CCC TV. Always leave you with this, that superior wisdom can never be subjected by inferior wisdom. So keep your nose clean, play it straight, and until next time I see you again, I leave you with the international cordial of peace, and that is I Salam